PTK Municipal Code.
Hi there.
Hello.
Well, by weirdness, today is the day for weirdness. Mr. Fears just got pulled out to go over to state court, and I didn't know about it or catch it. But I'll check back at the end of the day, and I can always come back if he's back. You know, we're going to be here for a good hour, hour and a half.
Okay.
So just to let you know. But Ronald Payne is right here. We're ready to go when you guys are.
Okay.
All right, back soon.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Judge.
Oh,
Just a FYI, I've got Ronald Payne here first. We have Norris Fears in the same pod, but the
mhm.
deputies just came and got him to go to a traffic court, a TR case.
Okay.
I do try to screen those when I update them. Maybe I didn't miss it. I can call back when we get to the end of the list and see if he's
Yeah, we
back.
can,
Yes, ma'am.
circle around. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
fine.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Ronald Payne's here whenever you're ready.
I think we're ready.
Okay, here we go.
Who's prosecuting today?
Hello, how you
Oh,
doing?
I say we don't have a prosecutor yet.
oh, we don't have a prosecutor yet. Well, I can explain to Mr. Payne what's going on. Mr. Payne, I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some cases here that are unresolved. One is urinating in public, 2 counts of petty larceny, which is a theft, and also a stealing, shoplifting that happened just recently, September 13th of this year. What I have done is I've appointed you counsel. Mr. Probst is here today. And so I want you to understand that you have an absolute right to a trial in these matters. Mr. Probst is here to represent you, and I'd like you to go out into a breakout room with him so that you can talk about this case and see how it needs to go through our system. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the person that gave you the headphones, if you could tell him to put you in a breakout, then you can speak to your lawyer in private.
Okay.
Leave him on. That's fine.
Break out.
Right.
Yep, this is working. Just stay right there.
Uh,
It's gonna.
Judge, I just wanted, I'm sorry, but I don't have a tie on. I didn't know I was going to be doing this. I'm just trying to help
Yeah.
out Shane. So I hope
Oh, I
you'll,
can't even see literally below your neck. Okay, now you got a
is that better?
problem. Yes,
Is that better? That you can
that's a
now
problem.
now
Yeah,
you can totally be upset with me?
yeah,
All right.
no, you're
Just wanted
good.
to make sure that you didn't think I was disrespecting you in any way
Yeah,
whatsoever.
no, that's fine.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to head into the breakout room.
Do you want me to call upstairs, Judge, and see who
I've
the?
been sending emails to
Oh,
everybody.
okay. Okay. I thought John told me it was going to be Keith, but
Would have sent it to Gina, but I know she's out, so.
Oh, she's not here today.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
she has a alert on her email that says she's gone, so.
Oh.
Who's
And I
that
talked
head
to John earlier, and I thought he told me it was going to be Keith because I was sending the list to him on
who
what
is
order.
the head of legal?
I don't know.
All right,
Judge.
Mr. Probst,
This
you're
is
on mute.
Yes, Your Honor.
How are we gonna proceed today?
Judge, we're going to proceed by plea. If you're prepared for that, are we waiting for the city
Well,
prosecutor?
I've sent a number of things up there. We can wait, if Mr. Payne wishes to wait, or we can take the plea.
No, Judge, I've spoken to him, and I think the plea offer that was made by the city is very reasonable. And he indicates that after having gone over all of his rights, his right to trial, the assistance of our office, cross-examine witnesses, and the right to appeal, that he understands that he'd be waiving all of that and pleading guilty. The city's offered to have him plead guilty to the one count of petty larceny under 675-765. He would plead guilty to that. The city would dismiss the remaining charges, no fines, no costs. And he would be given 30 days jail sentence, credit for time served. He says he's been in for more than a month at this point, and he actually just got sentenced and is going to be doing a year of incarceration on his other case.
Okay, I do show that he has been in custody since September 13th.
Okay.
So he does have the 30 days. Mr. Payne, is that your understanding of how you wish to proceed today?
yes, Your Honor.
And do you think you've had enough time to talk with your lawyer concerning these charges?
He made it real clear for me, Your Honor.
All right. And how do you plead to the one charge of petty larceny that happened back in May of last year, guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty.
All right. I will accept your plea. I will agree with the sentence of the 30 days. You'll be given credit for time served. All other charges are dismissed, and you will have no other obligations to this court. No fines or costs that are owed.
Thank
All
you,
right.
ma'am. I appreciate
Did
it.
you have any questions?
Oh, no, I'm very clear. I'm very clear.
Okay. Okay. Well, I wish you good luck, and the hearing is over.
Thank you.
All right.
Have
You
a
have a
good
good
Friday.
day.
Bye-bye.
New Pod Judge Caesar Talese. I'll be
Okay.
back soon.
Sure.
Hey, Your Honor, apologies for being a couple minutes
Okay.
late here.
Yeah, we just got that one. He wanted to plea. I told him he could wait if he wanted you to be on, but so we've just done the one so far, Payne.
Okay.
And it's my understanding Norris Fears, who was supposed to be the next one up, has went to basically traffic court because they had a failure to appear in Wyandotte County District Court. So we're going to the next person, which is Caesar Telez. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mr. Farley, my name is Ray Probst. I don't know that we've met before. I'm the attorney handling this for the defense today. Can
Well,
you?
Ray, pleasure to meet you. Yeah, I don't know if we have. I think I've heard your name around before, but yeah, finally good to meet you in person.
Absolutely, and I'm sure everything that you were told is just way above what it should.
No, all good things, but yeah,
I can't possibly imagine anybody telling anything bad about me, right, Judge?
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, when she agrees, we're all in good shape.
Mr. Farley, we can talk later. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Could you give me your extension in case I need to call you so that it's just quicker if I have to renegotiate or something like that? What's the
Yes, so
extension to your phone where you are?
Yeah, that's like I figure out I'm in a different office here, so I believe my extension is 5094. So 913-573 5094.
All right, then the only other thing I would tell you is I think we're missing two plea offers. If you want to start working on those, one of them is Braden Arnold, and the other one is Elias Niyariagira. Nyerog. I can't pronounce that.
Okay, yeah, I see that one. And then what was the first one? Last name was Arnold.
Braden Arnold.
Okay,
I don't see Arnold as being the
yeah.
one that we're seeing today.
Okay, I'm not in the office because I'm helping out. And so I just got an email from Shane at 12:40 saying that Braden Arnold and Elias Niriagria, we needed plea offers are. But so you can cross Braden Arnold off, but if we're seeing Elias, if you could get me a plea offer on that, that would be great.
Okay. And forgive my ignorance, what would be the best way to get you that?
You can email me or you can take a look at it and let me know when you're ready and I can call. But you can go ahead and email me at rprobst@probst-law.com.
Okay. I said our pros and sorry, what was the after the at?
At probst-law.com.
-law.com. Okay. All right. I will I'll work on that here for Elias.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Pardon me, Judge, Mr. Talese is here.
All right, thank you. Hello, sir. I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court.
Okay.
You have an unresolved matter here. It's a battery charge that appears to have occurred on July 11th of this year. I have appointed counsel for you, Mr. Probst. He is present to talk with you today so that we can see how this case is going to proceed.
Okay.
So if you could ask the gentleman that gave you the headphones to put you in a breakout, you'll be
Put me
able
in a
to
breakout.
speak to Mr. Probst privately. Mr. Probst back on here.
Yeah.
Mr. Probst, how are we going to proceed?
Sorry, I keep getting muted. You must be doing that, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Tellez has a couple of matters still pending across the street, and I'm not sure that it would be in his best interest to plead guilty because I don't know how it would affect his criminal history across the street. I don't have enough information to give him the details of what this matter is specifically about because I'm not in the office today. So he's asking that if he could be brought over for a hearing, so we see if we could try to resolve it. So if we could have him maybe brought over next Thursday or Friday to see if we could resolve this case and at least have him get an idea of what the case is about.
Does he know what, when his other matters are set? I think I said, I show his sentencing is October 22nd.
Yeah, that's what I'm showing. He didn't tell me anything different than that.
You
Okay.
said I could do 8 days.
Well, that was the plea offer, Mr. Tellez, is that you do 8 days on this case.
Yeah,
But
that's
again,
my understanding what the plea is here. I don't know how you're going to be sentenced on your matters over in district court, but the sentencing for that is set, as far as I can tell, for 10/22.
which is
Tuesday.
on Tuesday. I would suggest setting this over till next Thursday. If he gets out of jail, does he have a hold? Are we holding him on this?
I don't believe so. I don't think there is. Let me look.
Because I don't want him to plead guilty to a person misdemeanor before his sentencing on his other case.
I
before
understand what you're
Tuesday.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. He has an OR bond. He got it back on the 10th when he was booked in. He
Okay.
got an OR bond with special conditions.
We'd ask that you just continue that OR bond today, Your Honor, and set this matter for next Thursday or Friday. If he gets out of custody, he should know that he needs to come back to court on that day. But if he's still in custody, then we can bring him over
Right.
potentially and try to resolve the case for him.
Right. What I'll do is I'll continue this to October 25th at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Tellez, what that means is if you are sentenced over there and you get probation and you're released,
Yeah.
then you're going to have to be in court on Friday, the 25th,
Yes.
at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
because I turned in a package on mail. They sent me a mail. I turned in a package because they said that if I didn't turn in the mail, then I was gonna get a warrant.
Okay. Do you have any idea what your sentence is going to be over in district court?
No,
They haven't talked to you about
no,
that? Okay.
no. But
Well,
do you know anything about that?
I know nothing about that other
Okay.
than the date. I will tell you that if you fail to appear on the 25th, a warrant's going to be issued for you if you are
Okay.
released over there. If
Yeah.
you are still in custody, then we'll meet again like this. All
Okay.
right. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So your matter is continued to October 25th at 1 o'clock. If you are released, you are to be in court here at that time, which is next Friday.
Okay.
All right.
So I still have the aura bond. Aura bond.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
All
All right.
right.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Next three are all in the same pod, different floor. I'll be back soon.
All right. Thank you. They have to go to Jupiter to find these people? What is?
That's a question that I don't feel comfortable in answering on the record, Your Honor.
Okay.
At least they're all
Well,
together.
luckily we don't have a record, but that's okay.
And Mr. Probst, I want to let you know I have an offer for Elias. I am just trying to figure out how to turn in a PDF to send to you. So,
Well, I'm limited on what is he charged with? Is it a bunch of stuff or is it just one thing?
it's just destruction of city property.
Okay, just tell me what's the offer?
Recommending 30 days of jail time with time served.
How long has he been in?
That
Is this Elias?
Yes.
10-5.
Oh,
He might
yikes.
have been farmed out. I'll have to look him up. Mr. Doyle, yes?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Rigel is here.
Oh, I got a different, I thought.
They're all three here. It's just
Yeah,
first
no,
come,
that's
first-
fine. Let me, I had a different one up, but hang on
Sorry.
just.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Very
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have a number of charges here that have been unresolved. Some of them stem from 2022. There's quite a few from 2024. Resisting arrest, a number of trespassing charges, battery, destruction of property, a couple of theft cases. I have appointed counsel for you for these charges. His name is Mr. Probst, and he's here today. I want you to understand that you have an absolute right to a trial with these cases and Mr. Probst's assistant in dealing with those trials if you wish. But first, I would like you to visit with your counsel. If you would tell the gentleman that gave you the headphones to put you in a breakout, you'll be able to speak with your lawyer in private.
Okay.
little lip reading, some hand signs. We get it done.
I know it doesn't matter, but I did represent Mr. Rigel in his state court cases, just so that you know.
And you have a better understanding.
I do, just wanted you to know.
Mr. That Elias guy, Mr. Farley?
Judge, we're back here, just so
Oh,
that
I'm
you.
sorry. I
That's
was
okay.
looking up the other gentleman to try to figure out what was going on. Okay. Mr. Probst?
Your Honor, there's a lot of information on this particular case, and Mr. Rigel doesn't feel comfortable, and I don't blame him. I think with the charges, with the plea offer that's extended, he'd like to see kind of more of the evidence before he agrees to that. We'd ask the city to keep that plea offer open. Judge, I don't see him being held on anything else, and I don't know if he's got, I am looking to see if he's got other detainers. I don't see any detainers on the jail screen. So Judge, we're asking for an OR bond or a signature bond on this case so that he can set up an appointment and come into our office and review all this before we resolve these matters, if the court is inclined to do that.
Well, you know, he has a lot of 2022s, and I'm looking at a lot of more failure to appears than actually coming to court ever. I don't think he's ever actually been in our court. He's always been in custody when we have had to deal with him. What I'm going to do is, do you have any way to determine if you have an appointment? You could do an appointment with him a certain date and time.
Your Honor, if I may.
Hey, Javon, hold on a second, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Couple things. I don't have an ability to do that, but I know that the court has approved us to open up our calendar to have some dates open. So I think we've got like 6 dates opening up between now and the rest of the year, into the first 2 days in January. And the first one of those is the first part of November. And I think we were going to open those up today or on Monday. But additionally, Your Honor, I do know that Mr. Rigel was incarcerated for quite a period of time on the cases that I was representing him on, and so although I know that he didn't appear, I think he was incarcerated during a substantial part of that. Can you correct me if I'm wrong on that, Javon? Weren't you incarcerated for quite a period of time?
I was incarcerated for about 9 months, and it caused me to miss a lot of these court dates for municipal court.
Right. And so I do understand that. And I know that he's out on probation now in Wyandotte on his Wyandotte County case. And so I think I'm not making excuses for him, because he probably should have come on over here and taken care of these once he got out. But it's he just didn't. And I think now that he knows the gravity of the fact that if he doesn't show up to the next court, you're going to issue a warrant with a no bond hold. And so we'd ask that you just give him that opportunity, Your Honor.
Because I do note that he has no other holds. He won't be taken to another jurisdiction. Because if sometimes when I release him, they take him to Missouri or somewhere. What I'll do is because I believe that we just issued a assigned counsel to him because he's just been in custody. So I'm going to see some good faith on your part, Mr. Rigel, and I'm going to set your case for Monday, which is October 21st. You will be here at 8 o'clock in the morning. If you are not here, a warrant will be issued.
Yes, Your Honor.
That way I can have you fill out a financial affidavit, see if I can actually appoint counsel to you, and I will give you instructions on how to get an appointment with them.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
All right. And I will not be happy if October 21st at 8 o'clock rolls around, because I'll be doing that docket and you're not there. Do you understand me?
I will be there, Your Honor.
All right. All right. So I will OR you out. You'll be required to be here October 21st at 8. And I'm going to look here. What is your connection to 6016 Leavenworth Road?
I'm currently at 2624 Delavan Avenue.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
That's
Right, so I'm gonna tell you to stay away from that 6016 Leavenworth Road, whatever that is, and whoever lives there, stay away from it,
okay.
okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And stay out of trouble, good gosh, you'll have the weekend. Don't do anything stupid, all
Thank you.
right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, okay, that'll conclude the hearing.
Have a blessed one.
Next will be McCombs-Humphrey, Judge.
So are we not going to see Fears, or if he gets back, we'll see him?
Yeah, we're gonna swing back around, yeah. Hello, sir. I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some charges here that have been unresolved. A disorderly conduct happened back in August of last year, and interference with an officer and trespassing that occurred January 6th of this year. I have appointed counsel for you. Mr. Probst is here. I want you to understand that you have an absolute right to a trial and Mr. Probst's assistant in doing that trial, any of the trials. But I'd like you to visit with Mr. Probst to see how this case needs to proceed. So if you could ask the gentleman that gave you the headphones to put you in a breakout, you'll be able to speak with your attorney in private.
Lips and hand signal.
Yeah, that I like.
So Judge Whitman, you said you had a question about
Oh, I was going to tell you about Elias there.
yeah.
He's been in custody for quite some time, due to the fact that he had a competency issue on his district court case, but it appears to have been resolved. Let's see, I'm looking at his case. It was set for pretrial conference today, to continue to proceed. Okay, so he's been found competent, but he has been in custody for a while dealing with his competency issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just so you know, so it doesn't look like, because I had put there he's been in since 10/5. Well, he just got back to the jail 10/5.
Okay.
He's done quite a bit of time.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I don't know if that changed our recommendation, but he might be out on time served then just with.
Yeah, just so you know.
All right. Thank you for letting me know.
Judge Whitman, is it the McCombs that we're on now?
No, we are on, yeah, McCombs is now.
Okay, okay.
He skipped
He had
around.
he skipped
that one
around.
guy.
He
Yeah,
skipped around on his list.
correct.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Mr.
Judge,
Probst?
I don't have this information in front of me. Can you tell me when he picked up these charges?
We have the disorderly was back August 25th of 2023. And the interference and trespass was January 6th of this year.
Okay. All right, thank you. I'll be right back.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Probst.
Judge, I've had the opportunity to visit with Mr. McComb and McComb's Humphrey, and he's been advised of his right to a trial, his right to the assistance of our office, the right to cross-examine witnesses, and the right to appeal if he were to lose. I also told him that pleading guilty to this offer that the city has made could affect his criminal history, and he does have a parole hold with KDOC, and that could in fact impact his ability to remain a free man if the KDOC decides that they want to revoke him because of these convictions. So I did advise him of all that, and with that in mind, he's willing to accept the city's offer to plead guilty to the interference with an officer, which is the ticket with 679107. He's been in, he says, for 9 days. The city's offers for 5 days jail, no time, no costs, no fines, and we'd ask for time served in this matter.
Mr. McCombs Humphrey, did you understand what your lawyer just said?
Yeah.
And do you understand that you have a right to a trial on these matters, but by entering this plea, you're giving up that right to those trials? Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Even though it may affect your criminal history in some way, you still wish to enter this plea?
Yeah.
All right. How do you plead to interference with a law enforcement officer? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will accept your plea. And the other charges will be dismissed for that plea. I will agree to the sentence of 5 days in jail, and you will get the credit for time served. I do know that you have those hold, so we will release you from our jail for our charges, but I doubt you will get out of custody due to those other holds. All right.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
Overland
But
Park, that's under a certain amount. So last time they didn't pick me up for the Overland Park, but I know I have a KDOC, but that's for parole violation. I still haven't seen my parole officer either. So I don't
Gotcha.
know what's going on.
Okay, well, I don't either on those, but I know on our charges, you will be released. There will be no other holds or any obligation to this court. All right?
Okay.
All right. If you don't have any other questions, this hearing is complete.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Harris. Mr. Harris is next. Seat there, please.
Hello, I am Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some matters here that have been unresolved. And so I was hoping today that we could at least keep this case moving. Hang on just a second. You're Mr. Harris. Your first name's Terry, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It looks like here that you had been sentenced to charges here in municipal court and placed on probation. You entered a plea, it looks like March of this year, and that you were to appear for probation on March 15th. You failed to appear and a warrant was issued for your arrest. I have appointed your counsel still here, and I've made it so that you can speak to him about this. This is an allegation. You have a right to a hearing on this matter. So I'll let you talk to Mr. Probst, your lawyer that's been appointed concerning this motion to revoke your probation. So the gentleman that gave you the headphones, if you would ask him to put you in a breakout, you can speak with your lawyer in private.
Sure.
So is his sole allegation that has done nothing because he never reported?
He never showed up to begin with.
All right, Mr. Farley, are you wanting to revoke him or what are you wanting to do?
Well, I apologize. I don't see anything on my end. Is there something that should be on IMDS?
What's he convicted of, Your Honor?
It looks like he pled to battery and petty larceny. He has fines of $330. Let me look at what the conditions are. He was given an underlying sentence of 60 days, suspended after serving 10 days. He would have a 50-day underlying sentence. He wasn't to report to various locations that it appears that he had stolen items from. No violent contact. He also pled guilty to a battery charge with a person. I don't have the lady's name right here, or man, I don't know. He's on 12 months probation, refrain from negative law enforcement contact.
Okay.
Uh,
Mr. Farley,
okay.
I'm gonna give you a call so that we can discuss this without, doing it in front of judge. So I'll call you.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you right now.
All right. Yes, Mr. Probst?
Judge, the city and I had an opportunity to try to resolve this case, but Mr. Harris is indicating that he does not want to take the city's offer. He's asking for another opportunity to do his probation. I guess he's telling me that since he was released on this and went on probation, he's had significant medical issues. He was in the hospital from April till June. Since then, he's been homeless and trying to deal with medical issues. He's got doctor's appointments coming up to try to resolve all those things. He's asking the court for a little bit of leniency today and hopeful that you will give him an opportunity to do his probation so that he can go out, get a job, make sure that he gets his homelessness is resolved, and so he can try to get these things taken care of. And he seems to be sincere and being apologetic to the court, but his circumstances, his personal circumstances were very burdensome to him at this point.
Mr. Harris, I don't want to get in personal into your medical history or anything like that. But can you provide any paperwork that showed that you were having some medical issues
It's in my
and that you were either hospitalized?
it's in my property. It's in the property that I have here. It's in my property of possession. All my medical papers that I'm dealing with this situation is in here. My case manager is named Vinny. With the Frank Williams Center. You're familiar with that outfit?
Yes, I am. Hold on a second. Julio, are you available to speak? I see that you're on.
I am, Judge.
All right. Has Mr. Harris had contact with Frank Williams?
I'm getting on this thing now.
Yeah. I don't need to know about his medical business. I just want to know that he has been actively helping and being participating with the services.
Yes, the last time he saw with Vincent was back on October 16th.
October 16th. All right. All right. I will let you out on the condition that you stay in contact with Frank Williams, work with your case manager.
I have to.
To get that taken care of.
I have to. That's my only option here.
As far as I'm concerned, it is.
Yes, that's my only option.
I'm saying?
Very
right.
aware of it.
Yeah. All right. So I will put you on probation orientation for let's see, today is the 18th, the 24th, which is Thursday at 10 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. It's here on the second floor in City Hall.
Okay.
If you are not there, a warrant's going to be issued.
No problem. No problem.
You know,
Now, it's right down the street from the building where I actually have to frequent on a regular basis. So it's no problem with me making it there.
But my only concern is it looks like you have an Olathe hold.
They are not bothering that situation. They tried to hold me for that situation. It's only a $250 circumstance. I'm not.
Well, I'm just saying you may not, if they come and get you,
They're
you
not.
may not be able to make it October 24th.
And I'm not concerned about them because it's not a significant amount. It's only $250. They try to even hold me for them last night. They wouldn't even respond to it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to set it October 24th at 10. If you are not there, a warrant will be issued.
I will see you promptly. I have no problem with it,
well,
Judge.
I want
My
you
only
to see
issue,
probation promptly
yes, ma'am.
On the 10th.
Yes, ma'am. I have no problem with going up there to talk to them about the circumstance. I would like to get it out the way, to get it off you guys' records. I don't mind doing that. I respect you for your decision. I understand you have the position to hold, and I honor that. And I appreciate your consideration.
We will send over paperwork to the jail, ORing you out, getting you out.
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll expect you on that October 24th at 10 o'clock on the second floor.
No problem.
All right.
All right. Nice talking with you.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And thank you, Julio, for that.
Yes, Judge.
Done.
Just checking we're all done there, Judge.
Yes.
Okay. next three is in a different pod: Amos, Nigeria, and Anderson. We'll probably do them individually. It's that pod. So I'll be back
Gotcha.
in a bit.
Okay.
Mr. Probst, if you saw, I did also email you Elias's recommendation as well.
All right, thank you. I'm going to take a look at it now.
Finally trying to figure out how to convert that to a PDF. So
No worries. Thank you so much. Yep, I see it here. Can anybody see how long Elias has been in custody?
You know, it's because he was had that competency stuff. On August of 2023, he was in custody and he was awaiting Larned. Then they had and so I think he went at some point. Then he came back July of this year. And they adopted the findings of Larned and found him competent at that time. So I think if at minimum, he's been in August through August of 2023 to July of 2024, just for that, then they set it for prelim September of this year. He was bound over and they had pretrial today.
Okay.
So I think he's been in probably over a year, counting Larned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope he's competent today. And if he is, then maybe we can.
Right. Yeah. Because they had a hearing today, but I don't see any notes of whether he's still good or,
Does it say who his lawyer is?
It is Sedgwick.
Okay.
He is charged in this case, battery on law enforcement officer.
Can anybody tell me what the city, is this really a destruction of city property, or is this just a criminal damage to property, somebody, because I know that that's just kind of the code.
No, it
Yeah, I
is
know that's
destruction
just the
of
code.
property. Broke a phone in the jail, looks like.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, because we know the phones in the jail the technology is probably not recoverable, and so they have to get a whole new phone system for that.
Well, it's probably a tablet. I don't think they have like phones. Do they?
I found pictures. Looks like it was a receiver that was.
Oh, okay, maybe paying some. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I could see.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
We are a wealth of information here.
As always, Your Honor.
Oh boy. Like we got 4 left.
Sounds like on this pod, though, they got to go get one, then bring him back, then go get one and bring him
Yeah,
back.
it's gonna be,
This
yeah.
is C pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I wish I knew that before I set my list. Just saying.
And we may have 5 left if they get that Norris Spears.
Well, I got 1, 2, 3. Because I just saw Amos, Peterkin, Fears, and that Elias guy.
And Anderson. Dwayne Anderson.
Yeah, I see him down there.
Okay.
Thanks, Dorotha.
I'm sorry.
No,
You're the one that did it.
I understand totally. It's all my.
Pardon me, Judge. Looks like it'll be Roy Amos first. Deputy's bringing him
Okay.
over. Just a second.
Julio, have you had contact with this gentleman also? I know that you'd been involved at some point.
I myself know, but I believe his team has had contact with him.
Okay, have they been recently?
Let me check that for you.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Doyle.
Here we go.
Hello, Mr. Amos. I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have a number of unresolved cases here in our court. You have 5 counts of trespassing, 1 count of battery, and 2 counts of giving false information. I have appointed counsel for you. Mr. Probst is here to help you. You have an absolute right to a trial on these matters, and you have Mr. Probst's assistant to deal with those trials if that's how you wish to proceed. However, right now, I'd like you to talk to Mr. Probst about these cases. So the person that gave you the headphones, if you could ask him to put you in a breakout room, you'll be able to speak with your lawyer in private.
Leave those on. I got it. I read her. Leave those on. You're good. Correct. Yeah. Leave those headphones on.
Judge, October 7th,
That was the last time.
last contact, yes.
Yeah, because I know I had sent some emails about him to you trying to coordinate another date because he hadn't appeared. Does he remain homeless or does he have some place to live now?
I believe he has a place to live, but he doesn't really spend a whole lot of time there. And I think he's letting some people stay there as well.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those situations.
Yeah. Do you is either the address, I don't want the address over the internet, but is it on Kansas or Osage? Or is it some other place?
Let me see here.
I don't need the address, but just kind of the road.
I got you. We have listed here Taromie.
Taromie, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Hey, Julio,
Yes.
where are we on, does he have, is his care and treatment cases still active, or are his care and treatment cases closed out? Do you know?
I don't believe they're still active.
Okay. All right. And how old are these tickets, Your Honor?
I show the oldest one is April of 2023. The newest one is let's see, 6/12 of 2024. So he
Okay,
was out at some point.
right. He was
He
out
did
at
get
some
out at
point.
some point.
Yeah, I'm just trying, I've had Mr. Amos on the care and treatment docket several times, so I'm just trying to establish his capacity at this point. So,
Gotcha.
okay, all right, I'll be back.
All right. Yes, Mr. Probst, are you going back or what?
No, he's going to come back in and I'll tell the court my thoughts here in a second.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
He's-
I don't see any notes of what happened today with that pretrial conference.
We're not talking about Amos, we're talking about Elias, right?
Uh, I've got Amos.
Amos had a pretrial conference today?
Hang on, maybe I was wrong.
I think we were talking about Elias, weren't we?
Yeah, because we went back and forth there.
Yeah. All right, let me go back and see if, because they're not back here. Let me go back and I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's right. I misspoke. All right, you ready?
I am, Your Honor. So
Good.
I had a meeting with Mr. Amos in a private breakout room. Judge, I think there's some competency issues here. He didn't even understand that he had any charges pending. And when I started telling him the dates of these charges, he's like, well, it's 2027 now. So I don't believe he's got the ability to understand, and I don't believe that he has the ability to assist in his defense at this time. I don't know if you want to set that for a hearing so that we can have that coming up and maybe we can bring him over. But since the city doesn't have a statute regarding competency, I think the city's going to have to make a determination as to if they want to reach out to the state and see if they want to pick these cases up. But at this point, I do not believe he's got competency.
Right, and
confident,
I'm
sir.
looking to see.
I'm confident, man.
Yeah, I don't show any holds on him other than ours. So Mr. Farley, what's your position?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, would you be able to go through the options?
Well, do you want me to bring him over so the court can inquire and see where we're at with these cases? Do you want me to OR him out? Do you want to contact the district attorney's office to see if they will look into filing something concerning his competency?
I can
Mr. Amos, if you want to talk, I'll put you back out in the breakout so you can talk to your lawyer first.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I think we reach out to the district court and see if we can make determination. I'll talk to John about
Okay.
that.
All right. I will go, I'll give the city till October 23rd to give me some information. And if the district court wants to do something, then we'll work from there. If they don't, Mr. Probst, I'll put you on the email to, well, the city should put you on the email too, to release Mr. Amos, all right?
That would be just fine. Thank you, Your Honor. And if
All
the
right.
city, when the city sends it, if you could send it to the ADC email, not
Yes,
just
I will do that.
that
Yes.
way Shane or Eve also and Pam also get access to it just in case, because I'm going out of town here shortly.
Right. And Mr. Farley, he should put you all on it to have contact with me. So that's how we'll proceed at this time. Mr. Amos, you'll remain in custody at least till October 23rd, till I hear from the city on how they wish to proceed. And I'm sure that your lawyer will enter that discussion on your behalf, either to let you out or to remain in custody. Would you like to talk to your lawyer again before I end the hearing?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So I'll put it on the docket for October 25th, but you may be released sooner than that. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, October 25th at 1, Dorotha, but we may do something by October 25th, 3rd. All right. Thank you. That'll conclude the hearing.
Just checking you were done there, Judge.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Najira will be next, and they're definitely single people, so give us just a minute.
Yes.
Is Najira the Elias one we've been talking about?
Yes.
Thank you.
So I'm doing the 23rd or the 25th, Judge, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
I'm hopes
So
the
if I
city
see
will
something,
spur us on Wednesday.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Judge, we're ready.
All right. Okay. Hello, I am Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some charges here that have been unresolved. It is a 1 count of destruction of property. It happened back in November of last year. I have appointed counsel for you in this matter, Mr. Probst, who is here present. So what I'd like you to do is speak with him before we discuss your case in full. The person that gave you the headphones, if you can ask them to put you in a breakout, you'll be able to speak with your lawyer privately.
Breakout.
Sure.
Judge Whitman, just one question about that last case regarding
Yeah. Mhm.
ongoing communication. Once we talk to district court and make a decision, who all, just make sure I have everyone, who all should be on that email?
Just put the ADC,
Okay.
myself, and that should do it.
Okay.
Because then ADC will pipe up if they need to say anything. And then I'll determine whether or not we can let them out or how it's going to proceed.
Okay, so ADC will cover anyone on the.
Correct. They'll cover
Okay, just want to
everybody.
make,
Yes.
want to make sure. All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
No worries. All right,
Judge,
Mr. Probst.
yes, Mr. Elias has indicated that he's pled guilty. He did a plea on the other case. So we're ready to move forward on this. The city's offered a plea of guilty to destruction of city property, 30 days jail, time served, no fines, no costs. As we were discussing, he has at least 9 months in on this case. So we're asking the court to grant the request here. Judge, I've spoken to him about his rights to trial, the assistance of our office, and the right to appeal. And it also advised him that this could affect his sentencing if he were to. I don't think it'll impact it because this is a non-person misdemeanor, but ultimately it would show up on his record. He said he wants to waive all of that and plead guilty today, Your Honor.
Hang on just a second. Let me look what here. All right, 30 days. Sir, how do you pronounce your last name?
Nitagira?
Niragira?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Did you understand what your lawyer just said?
Yeah.
That you are wanting to plead to this charge of destruction of property, accept the plea offer that's been given of 30 days, but you would get credit for time served because I know you've been in custody for a period of time.
Yeah.
Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. By entering this plea, you understand that you're giving up your right to a trial because you have a right to have one. But by entering the plea, you're giving up that right. Is that still what you wish to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How do you plead to destruction of property, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
I'm sorry?
Not guilty.
Well, if you're pleading not guilty, then that means we can set it for trial.
Oh, yeah, guilty. Yeah, guilty.
Okay. Do you understand the difference between the two? Not guilty is saying that you want the city to prove you did it. Guilty says that you did do what you're being charged with is, I believe you destroyed some type of phone or something in the jail.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
All right. So how do you plead to the charge of destruction of property, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
All right. I will accept your plea. I will agree with the recommendations that 30 days in jail. However, you have served a number of days in jail and you'll get credit for that. And so I believe that would conclude this charge. You have no other pending charges in municipal court. And so once you've resolved your district court case, you'll have no other obligation with our court. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. Did you have any questions for myself or Mr. Probst?
So that 30 days, did it start today or tomorrow?
No, you received credit for the time you've already served. So you don't have to do any further jail time on this case.
Oh, so it's over with.
Okay. It has nothing to do with your district court case, but this one you're completed on.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Okay. Anything further?
Basically, so how can I get released?
Well, you're being released on these charges, but your district court case is still pending, so that's still holding you.
Oh, yeah, the one, yeah.
And yeah, and I'm assuming when that gets resolved, at some point you'll be released. All right.
All right, thank you.
All right. You have a good day.
You too.
All right.
And Anderson will be last, Judge. Take us just a second to get him over here. last for here for this pod.
Okay. And Mr. Probst, I see that this case, the charges here, his district court case is a possession case, and it's set for plea November 6th.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, Judge, Mr. Anderson's ready.
All right.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Anderson. I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have a number of charges here that have been unresolved. We have possession of drug paraphernalia, trespassing, failure to appear summons, trespassing again, and petty larceny. I have appointed counsel for you, Mr. Probst, who's here, and I'd like you to speak with him on how these cases need to proceed. I wish to let you know that you have a right to a trial in these matters, so I want you to talk to Mr. Probst on how we need to set these. The guy that gave you the headphones, if you could tell him to put you in a breakout room, you'll be able to talk with your lawyer privately. Mr. Probst?
Yes, Your Honor. We had the opportunity to visit in a private breakout room, and I've reviewed the charges as well as the plea offer by the city. The defendant has agreed to accept the city's offer to plead to 1 count of petty larceny and 1 count of trespassing. The trespassing conviction is the one that ends that's 697058. The parties would jointly recommend 17 days of jail, and my understanding is he's been in for 17 days, both counts to run concurrent, no fines, no costs. I've advised my client that he has the right to a trial, the right to the assistance of our office to pursue defense of these matters. And if he were to lose with our help, then we would also help him with an appeal. And he's willing to give up all of those rights today in order to plead guilty, Your Honor.
Mr. Anderson, did you understand what your lawyer just said?
Yes.
Do you understand by entering the plea to these two charges, the petty larceny and the trespassing, you are giving up your right to have a trial? Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. And you wish to give up your right and plea?
Yes.
To the charge of petty larceny, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And to the charge of trespass, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your plea. The other charges will be dismissed. I will agree with the plea agreement by the parties, 17 days jail, and you will get credit for the time served. I believe that we will send over notice that you're being released on these charges. However, I don't believe you're going to get out until you have that plea hearing.
Okay.
At least. So I just don't want you to think you're getting out right now because I have no control over the charges in district court. All right.
That's fine. You're all right.
Okay. All right. All right. So did you have any questions before I conclude the hearing?
No, ma'am.
All right. I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
All right. You have a great day.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we're done with the hearing. You can give your headphones back.
All right, here you go.
All right, Judge, moving down to the female pod, Ms. Peterkin. So I'll be back soon.
How many do we have left, Your Honor?
Let me see. I got rid of Anderson. He's done. 2.
Are they both in the next pod?
Well, this is a woman, that Cachet Peterkin. Looks like she's got a number of cases, except for prelim on the ag bat, and she's got a PV October 24th. Has been in custody since July for the next up. And then if we can come back around to Mr. Fears, he's only being held on our charges and has a probation violation in our court.
Judge, pardon me for interrupting. We have a cease movement going on over here, so I'm stuck for a little bit. Usually, it
Okay.
shouldn't take too much longer.
All right. Thank you.
Judge, did you say Peterkin's got a bunch of cases? Because I'm only showing two.
Well, I showed an ag bat that's set for prelim October 24th
Okay.
and a PV that goes along with it.
Okay, so you were referring to the cases that she has across the street. Okay. So
Correct.
yeah, here she's just got a trespassing and a failure to
And a
appear.
failure to, right.
Okay, all right,
Yes.
just making sure. Grazie.
Pardon me,
Yes.
Judge, Ms. Peterkin is here.
All right, thank you.
Good afternoon.
Hello, I'm Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have some charges here that are unresolved. It's a trespassing charge back December of last year and a failure to appear summon that you received in April of this year. I have appointed counsel for you, Mr. Probst, who is here. You have an absolute right to a trial on these matters. However, I'd like you to speak to Mr. Probst to see how we're going to proceed in this case.
Yes, ma'am.
So the person that gave you the headphones, if you would ask him to put you in a breakout, you'll be able to talk to your lawyer privately.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Mr. Probst?
Judge, I've visited with Miss Peterkin, and she's accepting the city's offer to plead guilty to trespass. Uh, uh, 30 days underlying jail sentence, both parties suggesting credit for time served. She said she's been in for about 4 months. Your Honor, additionally, she's been advised that she has the right to a trial, the right to the assistance of her office, the right to cross-examine witnesses, the right to appeal. If she loses at that trial and she understands that she's given up all of those rights, that she pleads guilty today, Your Honor.
Miss Peterkin, did you understand what your lawyer just said?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right. And is by entering the plea, you're giving up your right to a trial. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So to the one count of trespass, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
I plead guilty.
All right. I will accept your plea to trespass. The other charge of failure to appear will be dismissed. I will agree with the plea arrangement that's been made by the parties. You will get a 30-day jail sentence, but however, you will get credit for time served. I note that you'd been in custody since July,
Yes.
so therefore you will get credit. Please understand that now you have no other business before municipal court, and you can focus your attention on your district court matters. All right.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Did you have any questions at all about anything we did today?
No, ma'am, I thank you very much.
All right. All right. Well, you have a good day and I wish you good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge, before I disconnect here, I'm going to take a minute and call up and see if Fears has come back.
Okay, perfect.
Save a
Thank
minute.
you.
I'll be right back.
If we don't see Fears, well, do you just give him a new court date? Is that what it
Well,
is?
I'm gonna look. I'm looking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have him stay in and we'll just set him till next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the next Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I may do is we could do a transporter and bring him over because this is a motion to revoke probation. So I'll have to think about that one.
Okay. I don't think he behaves very well when he comes over.
Oh,
the name sounds familiar to me.
yeah.
Norris Spears has been a care and treatment client of mine on numerous occasions.
Gotcha. Yeah, because the only thing that is our hold, he had that failure to appear on the Wyandotte traffic matter, but I'm sure they resolved that today somehow.
Pardon me, Judge. Fears is back in the facility, so I'm heading up there and we'll take care of him.
Okay, thank you.
Back soon.
Can you tell me what his
Okay, he failed.
Status is? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
His sentence was 100, or excuse me, 30 days in jail, parole to 120 hours house arrest. He never went to house arrest. He didn't pay fines or costs. He failed to report on June 15th. Of 2022, failed to get drug and alcohol eval, didn't do the house arrest.
So this is a DUI?
No, it is a destruction of property and one count of failure to appear.
Okay.
The destruction of property is what's he's on probation for. He had 12 months. It looks like when I'm looking here, he was reporting some, but then he kind of got derailed a little bit.
Okay.
He came to court. He said he'd hire his own lawyer. And then he failed to appear after that. You guys were appointed. He failed to appear again.
So we're just going to let him out again today then, likely, and see if he shows back up to court.
No.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm impressed with your try there.
Well, you actually haven't heard my real try?
Well, no, but you can save it when he gets here. Motion to revoke probation was filed April of 2023. He was scheduled to have a hearing May of 2023.
All right. Mike, I'm going to call you real quick so we can chat about what you want to do. Judge, do we have something outstanding still, or has he pled guilty to everything already?
He pled.
He pled and has basically done nothing. He has no new charges, correct?
Yeah, it looks like, well, hang on. He has new charges.
Oh, he does have new charges. Okay.
Petty larceny, battery, destruction of property, battery, resisting arrest, battery, resisting arrest. You see a pattern?
Yeah, I'm wondering if somebody needs some help. So, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
1, 2. I mean, yeah, most all of the charges happened March 19th of 2024, but we had ones January 1st of 2020. Started the year off right.
Okay. Okay. All right. I will talk to Mike. Oh, thanks, Judge.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Pardon me, Judge, Mr. Fears is here.
All right.
How you doing, Jan?
I'm doing all right.
you
I'm
hear me?
Judge Whitman with the Kansas City, Kansas Municipal Court. You have a number of unresolved charges here. One incident was resisting arrest and battery on a law enforcement officer, happened back January of this year. Then you also have resisting arrest, battery, destruction of property,
Ma'am, yes,
another
ma'am.
battery, and a petty larceny that happened March 19th of 2024. You
That's when I
also
thought it all
have,
happened, ma'am.
yes, sir.
You're breaking up.
Okay, I'm
Jan.
sorry. Yeah, we've been on this for a while. Can you hear me?
You're breaking up. Now I can. I can hear you now.
Are you
If
okay?
you can hear me.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
All right. Why don't you
Do I need to move or something?
give the headphones back to Mr. Doyle for just a minute?
I hear okay, but I didn't hear.
Well, you've frozen, so give your headphones back to Mr. Doyle real quick, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, are you okay? You need to go out and come back in or something?
No, it's on the network, so the bandwidth may have been squeezed. It looks like you've come back up. I'm moving.
Okay, yeah,
I can
'cause
see
he
you blinking and
froze
all,
there
so I
for a
think we're going to be
bit.
good.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me
It
give me
did.
back,
I'm
and I think
watching
we're good.
overwords, but here, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sorry for the
Yes, Your Honor.
technical problem there. You have charges
Yes,
here
ma'am.
that are unresolved. Resisting arrest and battery that happened
Yes, ma'am.
January 1st of 2024. You also have petty larceny, battery, destruction of city property, battery on a law enforcement officer, and resisting arrest. All of those happened March 19th of 2024. You also have a pending motion to revoke your probation with allegations that you received some new charges. You also failed to pay fines and costs. You failed to comply with the conditions of your probation. You never did your house arrest. You did not get a drug and alcohol eval. You didn't report to probation at least once. So I have appointed a lawyer for
When was
you.
I put on probation?
I'm sorry?
Excuse me, Your Honor. When was I put on
Well, the
probation?
motion to revoke probation.
When was I put on probation?
Let me see.
Damn, man. I wish she can come see me. She breaking up, man. Your Honor, I was in court Friday, Your Honor, from a judge. There used to be Reese Ryan's secretary. I went to court Friday at 1 o'clock. I don't understand. We was all resolved. I get pulled over Saturday. He says I have a warrant for all this stuff that you're saying now. I was in. Can't you download my name? I was in court
Right.
Friday.
I'm
Check the
looking
cameras.
it looks like you were booked into the jail on October 14th.
And I had court that Friday, ma'am.
You had these city warrants for all this new charges. And you also had this pending. I got this motion to revoke your probation. It looks
I
like you were
hate that, Your
granted
Honor, because I was trying to
probation
do the
back
right
in
thing.
July of 2021.
2021. I don't remember that. I swear to God, I
And
don't remember
you've been,
that. Listen, Your Honor. Listen, I went to court Friday, right? This past Friday at 1 o'clock. All that you're talking about that happened at that Lowe's, that restriction, all that was supposed to be resolved. It was supposed to be resolved and thrown out. When I left, she gave me a 30-day comeback November 9th. And that's all I see. I mean, I hate to cuss. I'm not sitting. It's like I'm in the twilight zone. The late Miss ended another woman judge like you, Your Honor. It used to be Maurice Ryan.
right.
Internet connection material, like on the right.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna say her name is Chalks, CH.
The only thing I
She
see,
seen me Friday of this year. I was there at 1 o'clock.
well,
Division
last
2. I put
Friday,
your name. Don't you put your name? Yes, last Friday at
was
1 o'clock.
October 11th.
I was
and
there,
I
Your
don't
Honor.
see.
Well, October 9th. Go to
You
October
were
9th then.
booked
October
in
9th.
October
October
14th. So you would not have been in custody. Let me look at when you were
No, I
booked
wasn't in custody. I went to court. I went to court.
I'm gonna,
I was booked in like
I
1
don't know
o'clock in
if
the
it was
morning.
this court. Was it district court? Was it the district court? Because November 9th is a
I
Saturday,
just went to
so
one of
I don't
them.
know. November 9th is a Saturday. You said to come
then
back
it's
November
November.
9th. That's a
Well,
Saturday.
then it's November 8th. It's November 8th. Well, it's November 8th, ma'am. It's November 8th, Your Honor. November
I'm
8th.
gonna look at when you were
November
booked
8th.
in.
On this charge,
You
I
were
mean,
not booked in
the
until October 12th.
and I went to court that night, ma'am. That's what I'm trying to say. I was in the courtroom for resolving from Judge. I'm gonna say her name is Chalk. She's a blonde-haired lady, blue eyes. She used to wear glasses. She used to be Judge Ryan's secretary. I know that she used to sit on the right side of Ryan in the court, but now she's in robe now. Is her
October
name Chalk?
12th,
Ask Miss Chalk.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
October
Yes,
12th
ma'am.
was a Saturday.
That's when I got booked in. I went to court that Friday, Your
Correct.
Honor.
Correct.
And I was in courtroom
And
Division 2.
October 14th,
You can check
which
my
was
name. Don't you got
Monday, you got a $500 cash bond. And you were continued
I've
to
been in here
today.
since.
I
Okay,
don't
I've been
show
in
that
jail.
there was,
I haven't seen nobody.
it looks like
I
you
haven't seen
did
this. The
go to
first time I've seen
court.
somebody.
You were in court October 3rd of this year.
Okay,
Because you
that's when it
came to
was.
court.
And that's what. Yep, I was in court.
Yeah. And let's see.
And they was resolving it for 30 days out.
Date will be
November
in our
9th. I said, well, November 8th.
Okay. Is where okay coming.
That's why I'm in the twilight zone. I shouldn't
Okay,
have had
so
no
you were to
warrant.
come back October 7th. I show you were to appear, excuse me, you were to appear the next day and you did not. So a warrant was issued for your arrest. And then you were picked up on the 12th.
Okay, that's where we all falling out.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's where
So
we're all
here's the
falling
deal.
out.
Here, sir.
My understanding, it was November 12th. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
It was it was the next day you were to appear. Yeah.
Okay, that's
All right,
where we all
so
fell out.
let's talk to
because
your.
I'm thinking it was the
I
month
want
later,
you to
30
talk
days
to
later.
your lawyer.
Because I've been showing up. I ain't been trying to run. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I want you to talk to your lawyer.
I don't have one.
About this. But the notes indicate you were in court on
About
October
what, ma'am?
3rd. You were told to come back the next day, and you failed to appear. So talk to your lawyer.
Okay.
Ask the gentleman that gave you the
That's where it's
headphones.
all went.
Sir, ask the gentleman that gave you the headphones so you can talk to your lawyer.
Yeah. I'm not trying to hide nothing. I don't remember being told come the next day.
All right, Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
Probst?
Yeah, Your Honor, I tried to speak with my client, and there's a lot of confusion as to what should or shouldn't have happened, and I have no way to decipher that information with him. I don't feel comfortable having him plead guilty to any new charges without going over all of those with all those items. My client is asking for an OR bond, or if you're not willing to give an OR bond, at least a very low cash bond so that he can try to get out. He says that he did not try to miss any court at all. He believed that he was on probation, or not on probation, but was told that he had to come back in 30 days. So I think as you heard, he was not aware that he had to come back the next day. So, Your Honor, I think the only way we're going to resolve this is if Mr. Fears is actually in an in-person thing so he can see all of the documents and all of the evidence.
I
And
agree.
I don't recall meeting with Mr. Fears, so I could think that maybe Mr. Lilich or one of the other attorneys in our office,
I ain't seen him.
gentlemen, and they might have a better recollection as to what may have happened.
All right. What I'm going to do is I will reduce your bond to a $200 cash bond. I will continue this matter for 1 week to October 25th at 1 o'clock. If you make the bond, you are to be in court on October 25th. If you don't make the bond, I will get a transport order to bring you over here so you can see the paperwork.
You'll get all his information when he gets released. I got no paper for you. All your information will come when you get released.
Damn, man. Now say that again, Your Honor. October what now?
25th at 1 o'clock.
And now the bond is so
It's
I
going to
need
be $200 cash bond.
cash bond.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you make it, you
Can I-
need to
can you
be there October
Yeah, rip them.
25th at 1. If you are not present or you
I'm
can't
coming.
make
I'll
the
be
bond,
yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
bring you over.
Okay, and if I can't make the bond today or tomorrow, when can you bring me over again, ma'am?
Well, you're going to come over on October 25th.
October 25th. All right. Yeah, thank you, Your Honor. But like I said, I wasn't trying to run. I've been in the same address over 20 years.
All
All right,
right.
thank you. Have a good day.
All right.
Sounds like he understands. Okay.
He wrote it down.
Yeah,
I
he
believe
did.
that's it, Mr. Doyle.
Yes, that's a great way to end the day. Y'all
Yes,
have
it is.
y'all have
All
a good
right.
weekend.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.